everyone.
Hello.
We made it to Hobbiton.
We sure did.
It was great. You'll get to see everything. It took us an hour or 2 hours to get here from our Airbnb, but it was wonderful. We really enjoyed it. What did you like about it?
Everything.
Everything. I cried.
It was great.
It was great. It was great. But you'll see soon. Join us into Hobbiton.
Thank you and enjoy yourselves. From the entire Alexander family and everyone here on set, we're thrilled to have you. Your tour starts with a journey through our 1,250-acre working sheep and beef farm. It's these rolling green hills that attracted the location scouts way back in 1998. After the completion of filming The Lord of the Rings in 2000, the set was torn down and Hobbiton was left as little more than a sheep paddock. So when Peter and his team returned for The Hobbit, they seized the opportunity to partner up and rebuild the set permanently. And it's been growing ever since. It's been an incredible journey, one we're proud to share with you today. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you to Russell and Peter there for that lovely introduction. And welcome everybody to the Alexander farm. So it all began back here in the spring of 1998 when our location scout David Comer was flying around and he spotted a few key elements that he was looking for the filming. He spotted a big tree that could potentially be our party tree next to a beautiful looking lake surrounded by all of these lovely green rolling hills. And he liked what he saw, so he decided he wanted to come and have a further look around. So he did come and have a knock on the door. Unfortunately, Ian Alexander, Russell's father, he was home at the time. He was watching a game of rugby, but unfortunately for all of us, it was half time. So he did answer the door to David, and he did let him have a look around. The only thing he was asked to do was to make sure that he closed any gates behind himself, as to not mix up any of his sheep, which is a pretty fair request. Now, about 6 weeks after that initial visit, David returned with Peter Jackson and the rest of the fellowship inside. And that included our concept artists Alan Lee and John Howe, who are obviously the illustrators for most of Tolkien's work prior to that. And after about 3 months of negotiations, everything started to flourish onwards from there for us. Now as we are driving through the farm, you will see lots of lovely sheep to the left and to the right. All of our sheep on this farm are Red Romney sheep. Sadly not quite the right looking sheep for Tolkien's description, so sadly none of them would have ever been the famous ones from the film, I'm afraid. Lambing season is upon us, there are some very nice little ones roaming around there for some photos. Now, as we're making our way up this part of the hill, I'm going to direct your attention out to the right hand side of us, because in a moment you are going to get a little glimpse into the beautiful world of Hobbiton. Just going past the hill now, you'll be able to see the mill house with its thatched roof coming on into view there. Closely followed by a double arch stone bridge across that beautiful looking lake. And just tucked away in the corner there we have the Green Dragon Pub. Don't worry if you don't manage to get a great photo of it from here, we are going to be a lot more up close and personal with it a little bit later on in the tour. We're going to be stopping at the Green Dragon for our complimentary drink. I'm just going to play a little video with some behind the scenes bits going on for you, and I'll explain what we're going past as we do go past it for you. So just as we make our way to the top part of the hill here, just out to the right again, behind these lovely trees coming up is a spot that we know as Dusty Haven, which is home to our gardening team, our landscaping department, our carpenters and our artists. Now, there is a little break in between the trees as we make our way down this part of the hill, where you're going to get your first glimpse at a beautiful looking car park. Now, back during the filming days, this was known as technical car parks. This is where they kept all of the sound equipment, all of the lighting equipment, and it's where the very first of our Hobbit hole facades were built in order to be taken down onto the set. And just out to the left, you should be able to see the boundary fence running along there between the Alexander family farm and the neighbouring farm, showing just how close they came to almost being that farm. And our little patch of green between the road and the boundary fence. This little spot was known as Animal Kingdom, so they would keep the animals when they weren't needed on set. We had some Clydesdale horses, there was a pig that went by the name of Leroy, and a moonwalking rooster that got the nickname of Michael Jackson. Now, a little flat paddock out to the left here, this little spot was known as Base Camp. Now, this is a pretty important part of the operation. This is where they kept all of the humans. So that's where all of the trailers were parked up and where the big marquee was set so everyone could get their buffet breakfast, some second breakfast of course, and their buffet lunches. They can feed up to around 400 in one sitting in there. There were definitely no skinny hobbits roaming around these parts during the filming days. Now, just as we start to make our way around the bend here, team, going to direct your attention out to the left-hand side again. Just over in the distance, you'll be able to see a little grove of pine trees just over to the left. Now, there is a little break in the trees there where some of those trees have been felled. Just a little spot that we know as Hobbiton, which is where the Alexander family farm first makes its appearance into the Lord of the Rings filming. You are going to see a little clip play out that was filmed over in that spot that some of you may recognise. If you do remember the words to it, please feel free to go along with it.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
And just like our team, arriving precisely when we mean to. Now we are going to be making our way off the bus and through these gates here. We're going to be congregating around by the Hobbiton sign.
Bye.